Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Startup News Roundup, your fast track update on what's happening in India's startup ecosystem. Whether you're an entrepreneur building your next venture, an investor scouting opportunity, or a management student keen to connect theory to real business stories, this video is for you. We'll cover some major startup headlines, dig into what's going on, and pull out management lessons you can actually use. So, grab a seat and let's dive in. One, India crosses 2 lakh DPIIT-recognized startups. India has officially surpassed 2 lakh startups recognized by the Department of Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade, or DPIIT, marking a major ecosystem milestone. From just 350 recognized in 2014, the surge reflects a decade of digital infrastructure build-up, policy reforms, and nationwide entrepreneurship uptake, even in smaller cities and among women-led ventures. The achievement strengthens India's position among the world's top startup ecosystems as it moves from quantity to quality. This growth also signals a shift. More startup means more competition, requiring stronger business fundamentals and differentiation. Management lessons. Policy as enabler. Consistent reforms like tax incentives, ease of doing business, digital infrastructure can catalyze large-scale startup growth. Management students should note how structural support accelerates entrepreneurship. Inclusive growth builds resilience. When non-metro regions and underrepresented groups participate, the innovation ecosystem becomes more robust. For founders, targeting untapped geographies and diverse teams is a strategic advantage. 2. India's startup ecosystem push. DPIIT signs 50 plus MoUs for manufacturing innovation. The DPIIT has inked over 50 Memorandum of Understanding, or MoUs, with large corporations, including ITC, Flipkart, and Hero MotoCorp, to drive innovation and manufacturing startup engagement in India. These partnerships aim to offer new startup access to industrial infrastructure, demand-led market access, and scaled-up distribution support. The move signals a strategic shift. Links between big industry players and early-stage ventures may become the next engine of growth. For startups, having corporate partners may reduce market risk. For management students, this highlights ecosystem leverage through collaboration rather than isolated competition. Management lessons. Ecosystem leverage is greater than lone effort. Partnering with established firms gives startups access to resources, markets, and credibility. So, founders should view alliances as strategic assets. Demand-led innovation wins. Ties between startups and manufacturing giants ensure that startup ideas are aligned with real industrial need, not just technology for its own sake. This is a crucial lesson for both founders and management learners. Karnataka clears rupees 518 crore startup policy for 2025 to 30. The state government of Karnataka has approved a rupees 518 crore startup policy covering 2025 to 30, aimed at creating 25,000 new startups, including 10,000 startups outside Bangalore, in Mysore, Hubballi, and Mangaluru. This policy emphasizes emerging technologies, AI, blockchain, quantum, and is structured around 7 pillars: funding, incubation, mentorship, market access, global collaboration, sustainability, and regulatory facilitation. Karnataka already hosts more than 18,000 startups, and nearly 50 unicorns. This move aims to deepen regional innovation and diversify growth. For management-oriented viewers, this illustrates how regional policy design and execution matter for startup location strategy. Management lessons: policy as strategy. Smart founders consider state and region policies. Smart founders consider state and regional policies when choosing where to locate. Geography and policy alignment can become a competitive advantage. Decentralized growth matters. Moving focus beyond metro hubs can reduce cost, competition, and risk. Regional ecosystems offer fresh opportunity for both startups and management students to explore. 4. India's deep tech and space race. What will it take to lead? A report by the World Economic Forum highlights that India has real potential to lead the global tech and space startup wave, but there are structural gaps. Talent scarcity, long timelines, fragmented demand, and complex regulations. The piece argued for stronger policy industry alignment, specialized talent pipelines, and risk capital patience. For India's startup ecosystem, this is a strategic wake-up call. Being large isn't enough. Being globally competitive matters. Management students should treat this as a blueprint for ecosystem-level strategic planning, not just company level. Management lessons. Ecosystem strategy matters. Entrepreneurs must map out not just product market fit, but ecosystem fit, like talent, regulation, infrastructure, and manage accordingly. Long horizon thinking. Deep tech ventures require patience, sustained investment, and strategic partnerships, not just fast growth. Preparing for that is key for founders and MBAs alike. 5. Weekly funding update. Indian startups raise 163 million US dollars. During the week of November 10 to 14th, Indian startups raised approximately $163 million across around 22 deals. While this number is lower than the peak weeks, it shows sustained infrastructure appetite, especially in early stage rounds. The sector's emphasis is shifting. Fewer mega rounds, more measured investments. The implication: startups must show clarity of business model, path to scale, and operational discipline rather than relying solely on hype. For management students and founders, this is a signal of ecosystem maturing and investor selective behavior. Management lessons. Capital is selective, not absent. Investors still back startups, but those with proven demand, retention, scalable model get priority. Narrative alone won't cut it. Sector waves emerge. Tracking rising verticals like AI and SpaceTech can guide strategic focus for founders and industry or career choices for students. So that's a wrap for this week's Startup News Roundup. From India crossing the 2 lakh startup milestone and major MoUs in manufacturing to deep tech funding across AI and space tech, there's a lot happening and even more to learn. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and keeps you in the loop each week. Drop a comment below and let us know which story stood out for you or what topic you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week for more startup insights, business updates, and management lessons you can use. Stay curious, stay entrepreneurial. See you soon.